Wastelanders, welcome back to The Last Ranger, and I'm Gary, and you should have seen a new addition to the under 1K wall. It was Jake from Ohio State, and I'll get Jake's logo up on the physical wall in the next video. In today's episode, I'm going to be covering the Tyger K7 and 154 cm. This is a knife made to resemble the Cybertruck, Elon Musk's Cybertruck. This is made by Kizer Knives and for Tyger Auto. But let me tell you, if you go out and pick up a cyber knife made by Kizer directly with their name on it, it's much more expensive. It's like around $90. The G10 handle version. But if you pick up, you go on Amazon, I'll provide a link in the description. These sell for $59 and was at the right time, and I got it for $49 on Amazon, so $10 cheaper. So if you really want the knife, I would add it to my, well, not to my, to yours wish list. And just keep watching the price, and I'm sure they'll go down for $49 again. All right, so I'm gonna do a little disassembly on this knife. I just am curious what it looks like inside. This glass breaker jabs me in the hand every time I try to retrieve it from pocket. So stay tuned for the disassembly, but I just want to talk about this knife. It looks like it resembles a closed door, or like a door, like a car door with a little window. But I think it's cool. But on the Tyger has this logo that you can see, but when you flip it open, you can't see it. And then you can see Tyger K7 and the steel when it's open, but you can't see that when it's closed. So I like how it's made to hide the branding. So the billboarding, it really resembles that truck. Without, if you put a set of wheels on it, it would look like the Cybertruck. And it's really drop shutty. I don't know if you know that, but so it's got to be on bearings. Okay, let's get on with the disassembly. And I probably will make this very quick. I will show the disassembly, full disassembly. This is 8. And I think the only screws holding it together, I don't know if this pocket clip goes through. Oh, it looks like it's an 8 too. Bravo. They used an 8 on the body. Yeah. Wow. This is really refreshing to take a knife apart easily. The past few knives I have taken apart they've been impossible. Somebody asked me what tools I use. I don't use anything special. I use like I don't remember what this is called. It's just like something that you use to pry parts out with in a computer, but I use it on a knife. Oh, okay. So it's broke loose. So you can see this knife has a lot of skeletonization going on. So it's here's the blade stop. I don't know if it's stuck in there, but I'll leave it for now. This is the detent, and sure enough, it's on bearings. Sweet. I don't think this will easily come out, and I'm not gonna try to pry it out, but you could see the screw. There's the clip, cute little clip. So the steel plate inserts and it disappears in the handle. Unfortunately, this glass breaker tip is on there. I can't get it off. I pried at it. This is not marks from prying on it. This is just marks that, like blackwash marks. So I can't seem to pry it off. I used the big boys. I used my pliers that usually get stuff done, but it's not budging. So, and I don't want to scar up the tip, but maybe I'll break out a Dremel and then just flatten the tip. I don't know. Okay, I'm back. First off, this is a little challenging to get back together. It probably doesn't look like it would be challenging. It's just 2 screws, 2/8 in the pivot and the body that hold it together. But the blade stop, it's a very tight hole. Let's see if you can see the blade stop. So this blade stop, it was tight to get in the hole, and I thought I had it together, and then when I had it together, I noticed there was like a slight gap on one side, so I knew that it wasn't fully seated, and I thought it was seated because it was easy to put back together. So I had to take it apart and then just like force the line, take it out and oil it up and force this screw blade stop to go back in the hole. That's probably why it was hard to disassemble it in the first place. But I got it back together, and I have it a little tight, and I'll probably adjust that off camera. But it's still flippable, and it still locks up, and it's still drop shutty. It's a little bit tighter than it was, looser because the screw was not in there tight in the first place. So I think it's better now, but it's not as drop shutty as it was before, but it's not as loose as it was before. So hopefully you followed that. But so let's do some knife size comparisons, and I brought out my desktop companion so you can see it's a very small knife. This is the Black Fox Rackley. I'll just give you a number. This is the BF 745 by Black Fox, 440 steel. So you can see I can get all 4 fingers on there. I use this, and this is another knife I use as a box opener and mail opener and everything around the house that needs to be cut. It's just a real quick knife, really nice knife to use. And let's see how it compares in size to a Spyderco Tenacious. I think everybody's familiar with Spyderco Tenacious, so I use that as a general knife for my general size comparisons. So it's a very small knife. And one last knife. This is the CRKT Pilar 3. So this is a pretty small knife, but I really like it. I mean, I think it's a decent knife for $49. It's a handsome knife. Let's show you the box that it came in. So it came in this box, and look how it compares to this box. I gotta hand it to Tyger. They do an excellent presentation, and it comes in a sleeve, with a magnetic closure box. Let's see if there's nothing else down there. And then in this comes with a nice brochure. I'll show you that in a minute. And it comes in a slipcase, like a you could sort of let that ride on your belt. If you're a fancy gentleman, you could put that on your belt and your dress your dress pants, and just, yeah, I don't know. So it came in this baggie, and and there's a extra set of thumb studs. It originally came with a black double thumb stud, and I traded out for the red. Let's see if I can get this open. So it came with an extra screw in case you lost it. I'm probably going to lose it. And this is the thumb stud it came on. It's the double black thumb stud. It's kind of, I think it's a piece of G10. And it came with a one-sided thumb stud, if you just want one side to show up, and it's a little bit smaller. It's not as big. And I thought originally you could put on the left side, and you probably could, but it would change the orientation, but I don't think you could. It's probably just a right hand friendly stud. And let's check out the paperwork that it came in. For peak performance, expertly crafted by Kizer, exclusively presented by Tyger. In case you didn't believe me, Kizer Knives makes this. And this is in the sleeve, and you have a cloth by Tyger to clean the knife. And you have this excellent brochure. So it has a lot of pictures on the one side of them probably putting it together, and on the other side it has all the specifications. If you want to pause the screen, you can view those specifications now. It's kind of funny. They give you the liner lock material, the clip material, the backspacer material, The screws material, pivot cap material, everything. It says 3.1 ounces. It doesn't feel like that, but I'll probably take their word for it. And it has a breakdown of the knife and a little story about the steel. It's a very nice presentation for $49 or $59 if you don't get it on sale. I'm happy I bought it. It's a very good fifth pocket knife, so you can see the lockup. It's, I don't know, it's 30%, and it's straight. You can't be off that much because the blade pretty much fills the gap, but it's perfect. It wasn't perfect when I tried to put it back together earlier, so it was touching the side. So it's precisely made. You have to put it together right. Even though it seemed like it was together, when you got it together, it was not quite. It was just a hairline off. If you take it apart, just be careful and properly seat the pivot or the blade stop. This has been your review of the Tyger, what is it, K7? Take care, Wastelanders. Thanks for viewing my content.